Hello. Mark Harper, I've remembered his name finally. Mark Harper's comic turn this morning on the Laura Quensberg show. Laura Quensberg is another name that I find so difficult to remember. And the comic turn this morning, the best bit of it really was the bit that I didn't reference when I talked about him earlier. That's when he said he had a plan. He had a plan. I've got a plan, he said, but he didn't tell us what that plan was. Was the plan to get the economy growing? Was the plan to sort out inflation? Was the plan to uh, send anybody that maybe we could pay £3,000 to on a tourist trip, a one-way tourist trip to Rwanda, so the planes at least give the impression that they're taking off? A plan, a plan. Well, you know that expression. You say, oh, well, shall we meet this evening? I've got a plan. Or I've got plans. It's a fob off. If you're not actually going to go forward and tell us what the plan is, it's just a fob off. Or I have a plan, Arthur. I want money. I think is another way of looking at it. And of course, Mark Harper and Rishi Sunak desperately want money for their election chest, and they're expecting to get it from Frank Heston, no matter what he says that's arguably abusive or allegedly abusive, or what he allegedly says that might be abusive. Mark Harper, he needs to grow something. No, I'm not suggesting he should grow a pear, but he should grow the economy. He should sort out inflation. That's what the plan is. And the plan is not this mystic promise of tomorrow. We want jam today. Isn't there a song that Scar sings about I've got a plan? I think there is, but it's not in the Lion King movie. I think it's in one of the offcuts. But there's definitely Dostoevsky talked about I've got a plan to go mad, which many of us have already done in the face of the disaster that has become the British government and the British Parliament. Alternatively, you could think of the end of the Italian Job. I've got a plan, says Michael Caine, or Baldrick, of course, with his cunning plan. But a plan means nothing unless it's executed. A plan means nothing unless you tell us what it is. A plan is just a position of superiority, and we've seen enough of that over the last few years, haven't we? Liz Truss had a little plan. Her little plan was Kwasi Kwarteng's prodigious package, and that came to nothing. It was all boasting.